Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and something a little bit different today. Stepping away from LFM, Assetto Corsa and Competizione, just to have a little bit of fun, because last weekend was the Goodwood Festival of Speed. This is a motorsport festival that's been running since 1993 in Lord March's front garden, basically up his driveway, where it started off with just a few cars, and he thought maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people would turn up, and the first year 10 times that turned up, and it exploded. Every year now, all of the top motorsport guys are there with their cars, with their drivers, and showing all the latest technology on road cars as well. Now this year, I must admit, I was a little disappointed watching the first couple of days because everything seemed to be a Chinese electric SUV. I think they need to change things. Just my thoughts. Back in the day when I used to go to the motor show, there used to be a trade day. The trade day was the day that wasn't generally open to the general public, but people could go along, and it was all about selling cars more than anything. And that's really what the first couple of days and first couple of mornings of Goodwood this year seemed to be about. Let's have a trade day for Goodwood, do that separately, leave the rest of the motorsport for all the people who want to go and see motorsport. Now, fortunately, there are lots of mods on Assetto Corsa, and one of them is indeed the hill climb course. You can even do it in the wet if you want, but I didn't bother doing that because it just wouldn't be any fun. Well, it probably would, but for the wrong reasons. So I decided to pick some of the cars that I've got, most of them are mods on Assetto Corsa, and see what sort of times I could get going up the hill. Now, the current record is held by Max Chilton in the McMurtry Sperling at 39.01 seconds or something ridiculous. It's a ridiculously fast speed, and the EVs are really coming out and showing how fast they can be. Again, I think maybe you should do two classes. I know they've changed the class system this year, but there is still an overall winner, and it was won this year by Roman Dumas in the Transit Supervan EV, whichever number it is now, 4th or 5th. Now, having seen a few of my friends driving up there this year, I thought, I've never even been there to watch. I wonder what it's like to drive up there. And I could only hope to get less than a minute. Little did I know that if I take something fast enough up there, I can break that quite considerably. So I'm going to run a dozen cars or so up the hill and see what sort of times we can get. Now, if it's the first time you've seen one of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button, and please comment away. What else would you like to see? I want to do a sort of revival type race as well, but I haven't found the mods that I want to do it with. At some point I will find them, and I'll tell you what they are maybe in another video, because someone might come up with them, and we'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, grab yourselves a cup of tea or coffee, or indeed, if it's that time of the evening, something a little stronger, and enjoy this. Alright, so just a little bit of practice then for the first one. We're going to go nice and slow. We're going to start with the classic Mini. And this is historic race spec, so should be giggle. I've never driven Goodwood, so I might as well start in something. Oh, it's right-hand drive, this could be a problem. Now I'm hoping the time's there. Right, we're in first gear. Lots of revs. Go! And he stopped. Oh, it is recording the time. Right. Oh dear. Oh, a little bit too much there, went a bit wide. But then, I don't know the track very well. I know I've got to brake up here for Malcolm. I just don't know where. That might have been a bit early. Oh no, it might have been about right actually. Looking for the flint wall. I'd love to get under a minute. I can't see the flint wall. Oh, there it is. Everyone was backing off for this one at the weekend because it was a bit slippery around here. Oh, should I have changed down to second then? Keeping it flat, keeping it pinned. I'm not going to get under a minute. But that's a good start. Oh, 1 minute 2. Where does it take me? And across the line, there we go. That's my first attempt at Goodwood. I'm quite happy with that. 1 minute 2.246 in a Mini. Okay, let's go for something a little bit quicker. So we've got 1 minute 2 to beat, and we're going to have a go with the Alpha. This should be a little bit of fun. We're going to do some different cars this morning. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. I'm not doing any setup on this. We're just going to get on with it. It's a bit leery at the back, this. I've not done any setup. We have got tyre warmers, which we probably need, to be fair. Kiss the grass on the inside. No, not on the outside. I don't want to do that. A little bit messy there. Just avoiding the straw bales. Nice and close to the wall and the bales. Yeah, definitely was second for that corner. Touch of opposite lock through there. Can I beat the Mini? Oh, only just. Okay, here's one you weren't expecting. The Ford Escort RS Turbo, British touring car. The data post car, as you can see here. Now, one thing I think this is wrong about this, which is a little bit anal, is you can see white around the door shuts here. And I'm pretty sure that 2 or 3 of the official RS turbos built from the factory were painted red specifically for this series. So as well as the black one that we know about, or the 2 black ones if you want to be really precise, there were some red as well. Anyway, that's me being anal. Let's have a look and see how this goes up Goodwood Hill. Look at that. See, just like Max Power. See, it's proper. This is. Can you flash your lights? No, I can't. I've got indicators. No, I haven't. Right, into first gear. Let's see if we can get this off the line. Let's see how it goes. Not driven this before. Sounds interesting. Oh, steering's really precise. It's actually quite quick. I should throw one off in a Molecomb here just for the video, shouldn't I? Don't think this is going to get to 50 seconds. Oh. Pretty much all of you did that if you had an Escort RS Turbo, didn't you? Right, we'll do that again. I quite like this. No, good, I didn't get over the line. Oh, I changed that a second a bit too early there. I'm trying to be a bit too brave with it now. $100 miles an hour. Did get the back coming around a little bit then as well. Much neater, Ian. Tell you what, for a 40-year-old Escort, this is not a bad time. We got under a minute, 58.039. There we go. That was fun. Okay, this is getting a bit serious now. The Lotus 49, the Ford Cosworth DFE engine there at the back, which is, I believe, still the engine that has won more races than any other engine. Just been thrown in lots of different cars, and this is going to be an absolute handful. I'm a bit scared of this car, to be fair. Is that the best view to use? Yeah, I think it is. Lots of brakes there. Oh dear. Kiss the grass. Don't get the grass on the outside. It's going sideways everywhere. Doesn't want to go around corners. These tyres are not very warm. Up to the don't hit the stone wall. This thing's worth millions. Down a second. Oh. How brave can I be through here? Not that brave. Over the line at 190 kilometres now. 52.161. Okay, so that's a big step under 1 minute for me. We're gradually going to get faster. I'm quite pleased with 52, that was all right. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a special one, although probably not one of the quickest cars out there. This is the Mercedes 190E that Senna won the Race of Champions in and made all the other Formula One drivers look stupid. Let's see how he did it. I don't think this is going to be very fast. Will it be under a 52? I doubt it. I doubt if this will be under a minute. It should be actually. Take as much grass there as I dare. I think I've changed up the third a little bit too early there. Oh, just floating it through there. Yeah, third gear's horrible in this. Through there as quick as I dare. The gearing on this thing's terrible. You go to third, there's nothing. Nothing. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's not gonna, wow, that's slow. The Mini's quicker. That was disappointing, wasn't it? I thought my lines were better on that as well. So John Cleland has come down to have a quick go as well in his old Vauxhall Cavalier, back from the old days. No setups on this. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. It's a bit quiet. Oh, no, it's not. Let's see if it turns in. Oh, God, heavy steering. Oh, if only the mods that we had for the Super Touring class were like this. I can actually feel what this is doing. This is much better than the VRC touring car mods that we had. 53.9, not bad. We enjoyed that, John. Okay, on to one of my favourite cars, the E30 BMW. Let's see what we can get out of this. It's probably not going to be as quick as I think it is it? Oh, I love the noise of this. Bogged down. Boom! Right. Let's see how we go with this. Bogged down. That was a bad start. Stay off the grass. Miss the wall. Miss the bails. Misjudged that a little bit. Please tell me it's quicker than the Mini. Yes. There we are, the 4-litre Singer in all its glory. Someone spent a lot of time on this mod with the detail on the pedals and the dashboard and the seats. I wish they'd spent a little bit more on the texture of the wheels, but there we go. So let's see if we can get the Singer up there. Okay. See how we do this. Just try to get rid of that wheel spin a little bit early there. Oh, definitely wants to understeer at first. Then it wants to kill you. Getting out to about 120 miles an hour. Turn it in, try and keep it off the grass. Can really feel the weight at the rear. Yeah, the weight at the rear, it really wants to come round on you. Not a bad time, low 50s, probably quicker in the right hands. Okay, how many of you knew what this was without looking? The Jaguar XJ13 famously crashed on the M1 motorway by a guy whose name completely escapes me. I think it was Jenks. Could be wrong. I need to look that up, really. Okay, so the inside looks good, I've got to say. Sounds good. No traction control, no ABS, no stability control. I've got to concentrate with this. That helicopter was a bit low there. Right, try not to hit the wall. Squeak it. Oh. Slightly more talent there than I thought I had. 54, 55 seconds. Cool, that's hard work, that one. Hey, hairy chestmobiles, here we go. The Ferrari 330 P4 Berlinetta as driven by Mike Parks and Richard Atwood at Brands Hatch back in the day. Yeah, this could be messy. Oh, look at that inside. This is one of the WSC Legends mods, same as the XJ13. And I've got to say, the attention to detail, it's like, you can't see my feet moving, but you can see my feet there. And the stitching on the gloves, I quite like that. Right, we're going to give this a go in the Ferrari and see how messy this can be. I've just noticed the telltale on the rev counter goes round as well. Okay. Okay, bit slower off the line there. Okay, this is really heavy at the back end, as I can feel anyway. And I've just crashed about $10 million worth of car. So fortunately, I know the owner. He's let me have another go, and let's see if we can drive this without flinging it into the wall this time. And remember, it's got 60-year-old brakes. He did say I didn't have to worry about the red line. Try and slow it down a bit earlier for Moulcombe this time. It's a bit more sensible through there. And now not hit the wall. That was actually really close to the wall. This thing's scary. And it's actually quick. Yeah, if you look at the time, 52 seconds, that's quite rapid. Okay, next up is the Carl Cox Seat Cupra. Yes, it is that Carl Cox, the DJ. Now I race this quite a lot at the moment, so just for the hell of it, I'm going to do that. Look at that, big wing on the back, just what we need for Goodwood. We've got tyre warmers on there. Let's see if we can get a good time out of this. Okay, the hardest bit is getting this thing off the line. There is a trick with launch control. So that little red bar around the end is moving, and then drop in a first and floor it. Good, didn't get a cut then. I didn't think I had one anyway, to be fair. Try and get as close to this wall as I can. And not the straw bale on the way outside. Missed the straw bale. Think it was close though. We're going to get under 50. 50.992. The monster. This is just lots of wheel spin and stuff. Turbo lag. I don't know how this is going to get on. I don't know if I've got any setups for this. Let's put that in. I don't know what it is. Okay, so the Andy Rouse Sierra RS 500 Cosworth up the Goodwood Hill. Okay, so I have done this once already and I had a terrible start, so I'm going to try and get a better start this time. That's better. You've got to be really careful on the power that you don't get the turbo boost when you don't want it, because it's just sideways everywhere, this thing. Brakes are slightly better than I hoped. Can I get it under 50 seconds quicker than the Seat? Had to lift out of that then. Oh, 50.788, just a little bit slower. Jake Hill's car of choice. Jake Hill, the touring car driver, loves driving this, whether it's up the hill or at the revival. Although I think he loves the Capri a little bit more. So let's see what this is like. Okay, this is a mod, so the inside doesn't look brilliant. I don't know what it's like to drive. Pretty much all of these cars I've never driven until this. I'm being quite straight with that. Let's sounds all right. Well, we're just going to give it a go, aren't we? I think that is going to be first through there. Yeah. It's quick. Oh, yeah, it's quick. Oh. The brakes are not brilliant. Don't hit the wall. I think I could go a lot quicker than that. To be totally honest, if I'd driven that more than like 3 times, I think I could go quicker. But that, I think, is the new leader at 48.195. One of my all-time favourite cars. Everyone has got their own choice of which was their favourite Group B rally car. This was mine. We've all got an opinion on that one. The Audi Sport Quattro. And we're going to throw this up the hill, see if we can beat the 48.194 from that Nissan. I don't think we will. I've been lucky enough to go in one of these in real life as a passenger, and the guy who brought it over to Dubai actually had spare drive shafts. He said if you put too much lock on in a corner, the drive shafts fall out, so we have to slide sideways in a 4-wheel drift. And I was completely fine by that. There are pictures of that on my Instagram if you're interested. So just listen, I'm not going to talk much. Oh. Nearly. Nothing but committed. I see what he means actually when it's a little bit sideways, such easier drive. Oh, 48.8, so I think that's second place. It didn't quite go as quick as the Nissan. Right, we can't really go at Goodwood without throwing up one of the greatest driver ever's. Depends whose opinion you look at as well. Schumacher's, we've already sent the Senna car up there. We're going to send Schumacher's Ferrari up. This should beat the Nissan if I can drive it. I can't. Oh. Bit of a lock-up already. See. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how to drive these. I just don't want to hit anything. What if I can do this flat? You can. 41.344. I could probably go under 40 with that. Okay, not anything that's going to get a decent time, but we sadly lost the great Craig Breen a couple of years ago, and this was built, and someone's built a mod of it. So let's go and have a little bit of fun in a Mark II Escort up Goodwood. See how we can do with this. Don't like the rev limiter, huh? It wasn't slow, but it wasn't the quickest either. So there we go, some of my favourite cars running up the Goodwood hill climb, and some interesting times. The Escort at the end, apologies, I put the wrong view on, so you'll just have to accept that it was me driving. It was, and it actually went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. And speaking of those times, let's have a look at the top 10. So starting off 10th place, obviously the things like the Alpha, the Mini and Senna's Merc didn't make the top 10, but in 10th place we've got the 4 litre 911 by Singer. Then we've got the E30 M3 Group A in 9th place, quite close between those two, and still close to the Ferrari 330, which is going back to the 60s. So you can see how well the technology worked back then. But even more so, the Type 49 Lotus with a 51.8, that is a quick time. The Cooper Leon Competizione 2024, to be fair, I raced that a lot, so I expected that to be quite good. I didn't expect the RS500 to be quite that good because that is leery. The Quattro Sport, that is also extremely leery as well, and I did expect the Skyline to be quicker, but a lot quicker than that. The Mark II Escort, I did not expect to be second, but it was geared for rallying, so it was very short geared, as you'd see. It only do about 100 miles an hour, but it got there very quickly. And of course, the Ferrari F2004, driven by Michael Schumacher, in first place by a long way. Now, I reckon, to be fair, if I went the route of doing some practice on that, I would get that somewhere around the current record by the McMurtry Sperling. So as always, thank you very much for joining me on this video. Hopefully you want to see more of this. Let me know what other challenges you want to see, and I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, I'll see you on track.